good enough for 3 nights at the motel under streetlights in the city of palms. Call me when
You are watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burt-Godwin. And last Friday, we showed you a clip of an interview with Mark Christopher Lawrence, who plays Big Mike on Chuck, and he was interviewed by the one and only Russ T Nailz, who is a friend of ours here at Biz TV. Russ T Nailz, welcome to our show. I had to have you on the show.
Yeah, I had to be here.
I had to be here. You're in the building.
I'm working off a bet I lost.
Well, I gotta say that I grew up here in San Diego, which you did too.
I did, yep.
And I listened to you on the radio
Yeah, baby.
years ago, I think in the 80s,
Oh, yeah.
correct?
If you can't remember, it was true.
Yes. Here's the thing, though. I wasn't cool enough. You were on 91X,
Yeah,
which
oh.
it is still the very cool station.
Very cool.
And I was more of a pop, like Debbie Gibson, listener. So I would feel like a fraud listening to 91X. I wanted to be cool.
Like a poser.
Wear black. I was a poser, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So I tried to listen,
Yeah.
but I was like, it was all dark and Smiths and...
Yeah. A lot of, what was that, Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode. I did love me some Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
So, but
It did wonders for the color of black, though.
It did. There was
Yeah.
a whole
cult of people
phase.
just went out at
right.
night, yeah.
I was more, bright color girl.
I could
You
tell that. Where's my sunglasses?
Yeah, exactly. I know it's a little too bright.
Turn her down a little.
So,
Yeah.
but I listened to you, and now I get to work with you, and I do. You are a legend in our town. I do have to say.
If you live long enough, you can do that. If you're in, the old exposure world as opposed to the new digital, because everyone's famous, online. You can find fame so easily now with. Something weird.
It's for something weird, but you could also get canceled in the drop of a hat, which is something I actually wanted to talk to you about. Being
That
a
used to
comedian.
happen, yeah. Used to happen. In fact, in doing stand-up comedy, you're canceled immediately by people who don't laugh at the joke. That's the extent of it. Nowadays, you're taken on socially forever on something you said even 10 years ago.
When it was okay out of context.
That's all
right?
wrong.
So let's go back though to that when you're on stage
Yeah.
and you are a stand-up comic and you are addressing an audience and you tell a joke and it's like crickets. Tell us how that goes.
It goes very
Has it
well.
ever happened to you?
Oh, always. Well, I always say
look at you.
Oh, wow, there's a haircut.
I was gonna say, I was gonna mention the hair, but yeah.
And someone brought an interesting question up. Are eyebrows facial hair? Anyway, technically, I think
Technically they are, yeah.
But when you do bomb, you just realize that either you said it wrong or it's not funny to people.
To those people in the audience, because it could be
Exactly.
funny in a different city.
Yeah, this
or
group of
different-
nuns is not laughing at my oral sex reference.
Right.
This group of, sex addicts just loves it.
Loves it.
Eats it up, if you
Right.
will.
Or have you ever experienced, just a crowd that they might be liking you, but they're just kind of quiet?
Yes.
That's annoying.
It's the
I
weirdest.
used to do stage or theater, and it was like I
Same
thought
thing.
that everyone hated me, and they're like, "That was a great show. Why didn't you
Right,
laugh?"
right
or
into
do
your
anything?"
react. Yeah. Are you having a good time, sir? Tell your face. That's that's a standard one-liner from
It
from
helps
anyone's
me up
act.
on the stage, get some
Yeah,
feedback.
and
right?
in theater, you've got the same script, same actors, same energy, same lights, same blah, blah, blah. What the hell happened
just
tonight?
kinda bombs.
It's the audience.
Have you had a heckler? Tell me about a time you've had a heckler.
I tell you the worst heckler.
Yes.
Awkward heckler. He had what's it called? Tourette's.
Oh.
And I was at a.
So he wasn't really heckling you, maybe.
He was just, you're out! And I'm like, what is going on? And I kind of picked up on it because hecklers will, at least try to interact. There it is. There's someone now. And I didn't know that immediately, but luckily I didn't come back on a harsh tone, which you can't. And if you get heckled from the front row,
Yeah.
it's best to repeat what the heckler says and then respond.
Okay.
Because everybody behind him thinks you're just an idiot or you're an ass for saying what you did to this person who just said what? Nobody heard it.
Nobody heard
If
it.
you get heckled from the back of the room, go right at him.
So then, what is your theory? Yeah, I was going to say, do you just start? Do you just say, okay, let's go? And
Don't
let's
like
take it on?
hecklers. I'm here to do an act.
Yeah.
And if someone talks to me, because comedians will invite hecklers. Hey, how's everybody doing? Well, it's a question, and everyone's going, well, I kind of, my butt hurts or my ear itches, or
Yeah.
they'll respond. Don't ask questions. You don't care. There we go. You just don't care.
We brought a special heckler in
Yeah,
just
I know.
for the
and
segment.
He's
Yes.
about to get fired. But unless you invite that type of thing, like, hi, where are you from? And you really engage someone, get ready. And then other people think that you're, engageable or whatever, and they start going, hey, I'm from there. And like, dude, shut up.
Do you ever change course in the middle of it? You have your whole thing planned,
God, yeah.
and then you have to just address somebody or something in the room.
I have nothing planned.
Really?
Yeah. So there's no skipping off of some, line that I was going to take, because you got to be ready. Every joke could take that direction of, oh, they didn't like that. So a good opening line.
So you have the jokes planned.
My new opening line is,
Yeah.
hello, I'm Russ, I'm white, I'm sorry.
That
Because
is a good, because you have to be
it just
sorry. right
touches
now.
on the political, which is just too much involved in comedy, which is a sad thing.
That's
Used to be an
actually where I
escape.
wanted to go. Do
Oh,
you
damn
know,
it.
with the
Take a
political
break or something.
climate that we have
Yeah,
right
yeah, yeah.
now, it's humor is something though that brings the world together. It could potentially bring the world together because we all want to laugh.
Right.
And I feel like there's so much poking fun in kind of a mean way.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way that you can find some humor in where we're at right now as a country?
And that's how you can stay relevant to address what's going on in the world without agitating one side or the other or favoring. But you kind of have to, because you're a comedian. And so the truth that I bring into my life is through a filter that no one else has.
Right.
You've got one, everyone's got one.
Yeah.
That's why it's my sense of humor, and that's what I'm writing to, my sense of humor. I don't write because I think this joke will make you laugh. I write because this joke makes me laugh.
I like that train of thought.
It's a
Yeah.
big difference, and that's what I learned in my first 2 or 3 years of comedy, that I suck, and I didn't know why. Because I was writing jokes that I thought people would think are funny, instead of
And you
jokes.
can't go into it that way.
Can't go
You
into
can't
that.
go into anything, really. You have
Yeah.
to make something that makes you happy.
Right.
And,
It's like cooking. It's a sense of taste.
okay, so you think
You like
it tastes
pizza?
good?
I love pizza. This guy hates pizza. That's his sense of taste. You like this joke? I love this joke. This guy hates this joke. Well, go ahead. Sense of hearing. I like this band. I like, who would you say that?
Depeche Mode or Debbie Gibson?
That's the one. Yeah, one
So,
or the other.
Rusty, we're out of time, and I'm sad, but
Thanks.
you're in this building and you're in this production studio, so I'm going to be bringing you over a lot to do little bits with us.
Yeah,
And I
well-
tried an impersonation in A Block, or the first start of the show, and it
Yeah.
was terrible. So I'm going to have you.
We
do
try
a
another
comedy. No, I don't.
Oh, well, thanks for the mug of scotch. That was really thoughtful.
Yes, anything for you, Rusty. Thank you all for tuning in. We're here every night, Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. America Trends.